Alright, welcome back everybody. So I'm bringing another episode of the Slayer Fighter. I've been really enjoying the build. It's the fighter like I like, mixed with all some of the things I like from the rogue. So here I have a pretty solid Viking sword, and my stiletto has very similar stats to my Viking sword, so it's just a good combination. And here later in the video, I actually make very good use of it, and I feel like there's probably some kind of a lesson to be learned. I'm just not 100% sure what it is yet. But I got one of my preferred spawns, and immediately I found an upgrade for my trousers. The other ones were just giving me some armor rating and some damage. Over there on the side, I see probably the most health potions I've ever seen spawn all at one time, and a ton of bandages too. Just a lot of very useful supplies with plenty of treasure to go with it. So just fantastic RNG there. I heard that noise to the side. I'm not really too sure what it was. If there was a player that ran by, I never saw them. I really have no clue. But a lot of treasure there, a lot of supplies, super good luck. I look at the clarity potion and it takes me a second, but it's kind of a thing that I call defensive looting. Yeah, specifically the clarity potions, every once in a while with items, but I'll take those useful items or something that's good for another class, just so that another class can't have it. I don't think it's ever mattered. There's a chance that it will never matter, but if for some reason a wizard were to come by behind me, find a clarity potion that gives him the zap that kills me, that's my train of thought there. So maybe it's a little bit paranoid, but I figure it's better for me to just carry it around for a little while than to let it go. Here I take a minute to reorganize my inventory. I do this for almost an uncomfortable amount of time. Fortunately, this corner on this version of the map is very backed into itself. There's pretty much nowhere to go except for the way that I came in, which is nice. And I got a clean inventory, ready to go. Now, I believe I was still trying to pick fights here. Slayer Fighter definitely feels like it would be good at PvP. Typically I can't bring myself to PvP. I very much prefer not hurting other players. Sometimes it's definitely unavoidable, but you know, you gotta find the balance. So I hear some noise, and I see that this has already all been looted. I maybe should have double checked that chest, but I didn't. And I hear those footsteps. Now, I'm about to take credit for what's about to happen. It's not my kill necessarily, but you know, it's not terribly far from it. There I find just a bow to use. I hear those footsteps in there. I was going in for the kill, but I thought I heard footsteps somewhere else around me, which unintentionally I think wound up with him dying. And there I was. It's you definitely can get in a lot of very quick attacks if you do the left, right, right, left. He didn't have pretty much anything for me. The boots were half decent, but pretty much nothing here worth worrying about. There you can see another good example of a very quick 1-2. Putting out about 70 damage and killing the bugs in 2 hits. Typically, I think it takes 3. So Slayer Fighter so far is still proving I'm killing everything in about 1 less hit. So I heard that portal, and I go to investigate. And a little bit of a jump scare right there. But put that goblin down. I hear these footsteps. They don't hear me, so I'm going in for the kill. One big hit, and I choose to keep stabbing with the stiletto. Because I'm getting the extra 5 damage, I'm putting out a very respectable amount of damage with the stiletto. It has 18 weapon damage, maybe 19. But even still, I'm able to put out a lot of damage because of Slayer. And so, I've been finding that it's doing a lot of good work. I hear somebody leaving, but I still hear footsteps. So I'm going to take a second and heal up here, and then loot the body. Just in case I get attacked. So here I find some gloves, 'cause I didn't have any. I found some trousers that were half decent. And a pretty decent upgrade on the neck. Agility with strength is definitely nice. I grab all the meds that I can. I probably could have dropped that bolt and made this whole thing a little bit simpler. And I do take the crossbow. So, probably a good thing I didn't drop the bolt. I hear more footsteps. I'd never run into them. Trying to be as quiet as I can here. I don't think I find any other fights, and eventually I do take an out, so I do survive this one. I'm changing into the bandage because that whole light discipline thing. If I were to have to hide into a dark corner real quick, I don't want my potion to give me away. It's definitely a little on the paranoid side, but there's a chance that it saved me at some point. And here I am just kind of waiting for an out somewhere. I'm still not hearing anything, so there is a pretty good chance that I'm the last one on the map. There is the person that the person I killed. Not seeing anything up here except for that worth about 4 gold. Don't believe I end up taking it. I don't want to push that next room in the off chance there is somebody there. Hearing plate boots is always a bit scary. Plate boots are dangerous. They're very loud. They're definitely intimidating. But if somebody's wearing plate boots, it's likely they're not trying to sneak. Still using that stiletto. It's putting out about 40 to 50 damage. Super solid. The Viking sword is doing about 70. So it just kind of works out pretty well. Now I find a whole lot of stuff here, but unfortunately pretty much none of it's that good. I consider it, but I don't want any of those things. And I see my out right over there. So I sprint over and take that out. But there's probably a lesson to be learned from using the stiletto to get that kill. I'm not quite sure what it is, but for whatever it's worth. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.